number 2.
And we are excited to join in today's meeting in our role of MC. At our monthly community meetings, we will be listening to news and celebrations and recognizing students from our school. We always have a full meeting, therefore we want to be sure to maintain a respectful environment. Thank you.
Please stand respectfully for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our pledge for the month of October is responsibility. Here is a quote from Jim Rohn to think about during the month. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself.
Years ago, students, teachers, parents, and other community members worked together to write a touchstone of Sherwood Middle School. A touchstone outlines how we use our core values to work together as a community. At community meetings, and whenever we were in Sherwood Middle School, we followed the SMS touchstone, which we will recite now. Please join me in reciting the touchstone of Sherwood Middle School. Sherwood Middle School is a community of independent learners who treat others respectfully and responsibly. At our school, students and faculty stand up for what we believe in, celebrate our differences, and make learning fun.
At our school, students and faculty stand up for what we believe in, celebrate our differences, and make learning fun.
Our positive attitudes create a path to success.
Our positive attitudes create a path to success.
At Sherwood Middle School, we persevere and confidently strive to do our best.
At Sherwood Middle School, we persevere and confidently strive to do our best.
We learn from our mistakes and understand the importance of honesty.
We learn from our mistakes and understand the importance of honesty.
We are a community whose core values lead the way.
We are a community whose core values lead the way.
At this time, we would like to invite Ms. McCarney to the podium to talk about student voice. Ms. McCarney is an ELA social studies teacher at 6th Grade.
Good morning. I'm here to share with you some information regarding student voice for this school year. As you can see, it says that it's open up to student voice is for all 5th graders and 6th graders, students and staff. We have 10 crews that will be created this year, and we focus on different aspects of community service and volunteerism through Sherwood Middle School as well as the town of Shrewsbury. Typically, we have about 350 students join and about 20 to 30 staff members that will lead or co-lead each crew. These are the 10 crews that we have for this school year, and if you notice on the list, we have some that are brand new, which is very exciting. So we'll have Andy's Closet, Community Meeting Crew, Community Outreach, Farm to School, Health and Wellness, Hospitality, the Media Crew, which is focusing on the Media Center, Senior Friends, Special Events, and Student Culture Leaders. So how can you join? On Monday afternoon, you'll be receiving an email, and on that email is an application where you'll be able to select your first and second choice for which crew you would like to participate in. On the application itself, you'll also see a little description about what crew or what each crew entails, so you'll be able to determine whether or not you would like which crew you'd like to join. So on Monday, you'll fill out that application, and then you'll receive another email letting you know when your student voice interview will be. and that will be held in the media center within a small group. Next slide. We just have a quick video to show you on community service. So this video, I think, we're excited to see what you can contribute to Sherwood and to the community and to the town of Shrewsbury, because really one person and a real idea can go a long way. So we'll be excited to see all your contributions. Remember that if you did not join last year and you might be interested this year, you are more than welcome to join. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Carney, for sharing this awesome opportunity.
Now we will hear about one of the crews, Andy's Closet, from Mrs. Gudican.
I'm just going to take a minute to tell you about Andy's Closet. Many of you already know about Andy's Closet, and maybe helped me out in Andy's Closet last year during for us a long time. Anyway, so I wanted to just tell you a little bit. This is a new crew open to 6th graders this year. We do, for those of you who don't know, have a clothing closet in the first floor of our school. It's called Andy's Closet. Families bring in clothing that has been outgrown in their family that can still be used, and we share it out in their community. And if you are interested in joining this group, it is some of the responsibilities you have. You need to work in the closet, sorting clothing by sizes, and helping to sort it on the shelf so it's easy to share out, writing things and notes to donors, etc. So I just want to tell you a little bit about that since it is a new crew. If you have more questions, you can just find me in the hallway or at lunch or in my office to ask me more about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gudican, for sharing your awesome community outreach opportunity with us.
We will now hear from Dr. Gritter and Ms. O'Connell about the power of words.
Good morning. We wanted to take an opportunity to think about our Sherwood core values. The core value for the month of October is responsibility. And as you watch this video, please think about how you are responsible for your words and your actions.
Oh, there she is. Such a loser. I know. What a geek. Get lost. Words hurt. Don't be a part of it.
So that is a pretty powerful but short video. We want you to take a minute just to quietly reflect on what you saw there and think of the impact words have had in your lives. And as we do that, we're going to ask you a couple of questions and have just raise your hand quietly if the situation has happened to you.
Please raise your hand if you have overheard someone use a name that was hurtful.
Thank you. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you've been called a name that was hurtful to you.
Thank you. Hands down. Please raise your name if you've heard someone say, "Just kidding," when calling someone something that was hurtful.
Thank you. So as you can see, words have an impact on all of us. There have been reports from teachers and students about the use of hurtful words. Hurtful words can include using put-downs about the way people look, dress, learn, or behave. Hurtful words can also mean using swear words.
These words not only damage people, but it also hurts our entire Sherwood community. We will be inviting you and your teachers in the upcoming weeks to work on some activities related to the power of words.
We want to thank you for sharing this responsibility to build a kind community and to be always aware of how your words impact those around you.
Thank you, Dr. Gritter and Ms. O'Connell, for reminding us how we can do our part to build a kind community at Sherwood Middle School. Thinking of the power of words, here are the winners for the quote challenge created by Riley Manchester on 6th grade. Fifth grade winner, Claire Maloney from 5 Yellow. 6th grade winner, Colin Armstrong from 6 Yellow. Congratulations, and stay tuned for more challenges to come.
Ms. Clegg will now discuss the upcoming book fair at Sherwood.
Hi everyone. So you have a book fair coming up in just about 2 weeks. You can see from the dates up here. It's going to start on the 30th and it's going to run through November 6th. You are going to get from either your homeroom teacher or your ELA teacher a book fair flyer that will have the day that your class is going to come to the book fair. So, there are a lot of really great books this year. The new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, The Meltdown, is going to be at the book fair from the very first day, and actually October 30th is the day that book comes out. So you guys will be among the first to get it if you choose to. You're going to come with your class, and when you go, as you're browsing, if you didn't bring enough money or you didn't bring any money, you can always fill out a wish list,
and then bring it in and drop it off at the media center the next morning with a check or with your payment, and then we'll bring the books to you. So you can either purchase books with your class, you can purchase your books with a wish list the next morning, you can come on conference day with your families and buy books then. Or if you, a week after the book fair is done, determine that you actually really wanted this book and you didn't get it, we will have an online fair that stretches another couple weeks after the book fair. So there are a lot of ways for you to get books. It's really fun, and it's a huge support to our media center, because every time you buy a book at the book fair, the media center gets a little bit of money with which to buy books for everybody to share and for everybody to enjoy. So mark your calendar, it's coming up, it's going to be really fun. If you have family members who might want to volunteer at the book fair, we do need more adult volunteers, so you can mention that to your families. And if you have any questions about it, you're always welcome to come to the media center and ask me. But I hope that you guys will enjoy it, and again, you should be getting your book fair flyers sometime this week from your teachers. All right, thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Clark, for sharing the details of the book fair with us. We look forward to visiting you in the media center.
We now invite Ms. Rensko to the podium to give us an update on the monthly math challenge.
Well, 6th grade, you did a great job on the September monthly math challenge. About 10% of you tried the September challenge, and 37 of you received excellent scores, meaning you had all the problems right and explained them exceptionally well. The new monthly math challenge is out now, the October, which needs to be turned in by the end of the month, and I think it's a little more challenging than the September problem, but I've already received a lot of 6th grade responses, so I think we can get that 10% up even higher. If you turn in the September challenge, you should have gotten your feedback back from me through your math teacher. And if you haven't already checked the bulletin board at the entrance, that lists all the excellent people who turned in excellent responses for the September challenge. So please get those October challenges in. And I also wanted to mention that Ms. Daly wasn't able to be here today, but stay tuned for announcements about the next PLA challenge as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rensko, for always challenging us to stretch our thinking.
Now Ms. Gudikans will share with us a video about living in the digital world. Please listen respectfully.
So if you remember back, first of all, during cycle 2, we will be building on what you learned in cycle 1 by thinking about what it means to be a good digital citizen. If you remember back to what your team teachers did with you during cycle 1, you did some more reflecting on your digital footprint and how important it is to put your best self forward when you're online. Remember, we live and interact daily in a digital world, and therefore we are all digital citizens. But how we should act and behave in this world is not always clear. It is important to know how to be safe and secure, how to protect yourselves as well, and to be smart and effective participants in the digital world. We all have certain rights and responsibilities. That's important to remember. You have rights when you're online, and you also have responsibilities when you're online that go along with being a good digital citizen. The activity you will complete during cycle 2 with some of your other teachers will help you understand what all of that means. And we're just going to watch a brief video that will hopefully activate some of your thinking and start having you reflect a little bit about, again, your presence in the digital world and what you want to say to people when you are online about who you are. So you can go ahead and play the video.
You spend using media each day? 7 hours and 38 minutes. Imagine how that adds up over a week, a month, a year. Being connected, being online, it's what we do. We're all digital citizens, but what does that mean? Is it like being a citizen of a country or state? Are there internet police that will track us down for breaking the law? Are there even any laws to break? The answer is both yes and no. Not everything online is just like the offline world. That doesn't mean it's a free-for-all either. You're part of the digital community, and that comes with certain rights and responsibilities. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Most rights and responsibilities are universal, like equality, freedom of speech or religion, or just being who you are. As citizens, we want to exercise our rights safely and responsibly, respect the rights of others, and be a force for good so we can make the community better. Being a digital citizen is also about knowing how your behavior affects your digital interactions and how to take charge of your online presence. Part of taking charge is understanding what you're watching and reading. There's a lot of information out there, some good, some bad. So knowing what's what is important. We all participate in a variety of digital communities and in many different ways. You're probably more casual on social media than you would be on a bulletin board at school or for a class project, and that's okay. It's just like being offline. You behave as expected for the situation. But that doesn't mean you can forget about the fundamental need to be smart, fair, and considerate. After all, each of your online interactions builds a digital reputation, and you want to be known as a good digital citizen, don't you? So, how are you going to spend your 415 minutes today?
Thank you, Ms. Gudikans, for making us aware of the importance of being respectful and safe on social media.
We would like to welcome Miss Eason from the hospitality crew and a guest to say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. I have two extraordinary people in my life that I'd like to introduce today. One is Ernest, who, just like in the student video, I talked about one idea. Am I talking about? Oh, okay, thank you. Taking one idea and being able to change the world. Ernest did that. He grew up in a Maasai village in Africa, and he wanted to come back after he was educated and teach and educate the children on the side. And he did that, and he's doing it, continuously doing it today, too. So he's here to share a little bit of his story. The other extraordinary person is Mike Eason, my son, who actually went to volunteer and work with Ernest many years ago. And today, the power of the word, the power of connection, global connection, has kept them together and has built a relationship for myself as well with Ernest. So I welcome Ernest and Michael.
Good morning, students. My name is Ernest. A lot of people used to call me Ernest, but my name is Edward Ernest Tingala. I come from Tanzania, East Africa. So today I'm so happy to stand up in front of you and to share something about Africa. In 2006, we founded a school project, and today I can hear most of you say education is the key, and what I'm doing is to educate poor children in my community. My community, we have about 1,000 people, and we do have a lot of kids, poor and orphans. They can't have access to quality education. So, by professional, I'm a mountain guide. Then I saw a lot of people up on the mountain suffer, and that's because of a lack of education. So something came in my mind to start a school to educate poor children in my community. Poor children in my community, they cannot access a quality education, so you find that their lives remain to be the same. But someone have an ability, they prosper for life. So I'm here today to present Masai Joy School and share with you what I'm doing. I was so excited today to see, when I got outside there, I saw a lot of buses and bringing the students. In Africa, the area I live, some of the kids, they can walk 6 miles to come to school. They don't have access like that, like a bus, to bring them to school. So we should thank to God. You are a very lucky student, and I just want to encourage you to keep studying more and more, and you pray for us, for the Africa. So in 2006, we started with the 62 students at the school. From there, we started, upgrade them to go to the pre-primary school. So now we have about 200 students, and we have about 50 students. They graduate to go to the secondary schools. So we are still helping the children at Masai Joy, and we welcome you to Africa, to Tanzania, and one day some of you come at Masai Joy and see the project I founded for the people of Africa. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Ernest, and thank you, Mike Eason and Mrs. Eason, for sharing information about the Masai Joy School. I think Ernest's presentation really tied together all of the messages that we heard this morning regarding service and giving to others and making a difference in our own lives, but the lives of other people. And you heard Ms. Carney talk about the student voice. And that's one way of many, many ways that you can give of yourself to others. And it really feels great to be able to give. We're happier, better, stronger people when we give of ourselves. So Ernest will be visiting our classroom, grade 6 classrooms on the first floor this morning, giving a presentation, but he's also available throughout the course of the day. So teachers, be in touch if you would like Ernest to come in and see what you're doing and say hello to your students. He's here to learn from us, and we are going to benefit from his presence here with us today, because we're going to be learning from him. As Gandhi said, be the change you wish to create in the world, and Ernest is doing that, and all of you are doing that, who are giving time and energy to our community and to communities, including those in Africa and around the world. So thank you again, Ernest and Mike Eason, for volunteering your time and energy at the Masai Joy School, and maybe some of us will get there someday to do just the same thing. Wonderful. So back to our MCs.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. And thank you to all of our speakers and students for an informative and motivating community meeting. Please listen quietly for your team to be called for dismissal.
Students and teachers.